how did you like actually like get into like playing on tour with Justin Timberlake? Like, so did somebody contact you, or did you like just were you at the right place at the right time?
Great question, and a lot of that is the right answer. I was actually, Justin actually acquired the Stax name, if you're familiar with Stax Records. Okay? And so he was going to revive it, and had kind of licensed the name, and wanted all the, had a series of showcases, like 3 showcases in Memphis, Tennessee, where I'm from, where he's from, where Stax was from. And I was kind of looking for the hot talent. At the time, a band, I was in kind of a hip-hop rock band, had a rapper, it was a 4-piece, I sang the hooks and played guitar, it was like heavy, but rapping, and we were called Free Soul, and he ended up signing us to his label, which ended up not being Stax, which ended up being Tin Man Records out of LA in 2006 or 7. And so we did an album, we worked with him, we worked with Timbaland, we worked with Jim Johnson, we worked with a myriad of producers. We wrote 118 songs, I think, in like 2.5 to 3 years. Wow. So we had 118 songs, and we were like, all right, JT, it's time for you to do the album. He listened to 56 of them. He graded them A, B, or C. We had 14 A's.
Oh, wow.
So he said, all right, we're going to spend the next 2 weeks, we're going to finish these songs and make the album. So we made the album, and we got signed to Interscope Records. And then we released 3 songs on Interscope, and then it got dropped like a bad habit. And I literally like was done with music, because me personally had 4 different record deals from 18 until that time. And I was disgruntled with them. I'm gonna try something else. And literally like 4 months after the call from JB's manager, it's like, it's been 7 years, he's going back in the studio, he's picked 5 people to work with, and you're one of them. Can you come to LA next year? I'm like, So that's how it started. And I did the 2020 with him, and then it just took off. And went and had a new band, you know, like, and he was like, you know the songs, and then be in the band. So I've just been with him ever since.
Can it close the doors? It's not.
Gotcha. Really like 2012. Yeah. I've done 2 albums with him, and then 2 since the second tour we're on right now.
So, like you said that you guys going on like work or anything?
No, I had literally put my instruments up because I was so mad with the way I had been treated professionally. Like 4 record deals and nothing really came out of it. Interscope had given us a pretty good deal, but like so many politics and just unmusical, non-musical related crap. Me as a whole band, like, you know, going with this, in fact, I ran home immediately and told him I was sorry. I was like, I gotta practice because I can't go out there. You know, I could be out of practice.
How long have you been on like playing for them?
Playing for him?
No, yeah, just like regular.
Playing for Jay? 2012, so this is my 6th year.
6 years. That's. I bet you've been like everywhere.
We've been everywhere.
Yeah.
We just got back from Europe. We did 60-something days over there. I don't know how many shows we did. 30-something shows, a bunch of countries. And then the tour before we spent. I remember I spent 93 days and never came back to the States. And that was wild.
Wow.
You forget, you know. You finally get to
so you're not used to it. Yeah.
So I got a question. So say if they never would have called you back, what do you think you would be doing?
If they never would have called me back to go work for him,
Yeah.
I have no idea. That's a great question, because it's funny. Like I actually went to Atlanta and was interviewing for a corporate job because I was like, you know what? I'm through with this music. I've been grinding. I'm gonna go try to make some money. And so I literally got back in my car and I'm like, I don't know how to do this, and I shed a tear, and literally right then is when he called.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
So it was kind of like, thank you, you know? Yeah.
What was your first gig?
My first gig, that's an excellent question. My first gig was with a band called Sky Cow. I think I was 15 years old in Memphis, Tennessee, a little rock cover band. We play at a place called the New Daisy down in Beale Street, Memphis, Tennessee. But a bunch of high school friends who didn't know any better. You know?
I have a question. Can you speak to the youth about how easy, well not how easy, but how much more accessible artists are since there's an internet platform as opposed to pre-internet?
Oh yeah. I was, you know, on the cusp of that. You know, I'm a little older in my late 30s, and back in the day when I was starting to play, picked it up around 15, but around 18, 19, started like trying to really learn the instruments and stuff. So I didn't have access to the internet like that. You know, that didn't happen until I was like well into college, and then still it wasn't as fast as it is now. And there, you know, but there was no YouTube, and like now with access to YouTube, you can see everybody performing, you know, and I think everybody can learn from one another faster because they have the access to see, oh, look what this person's doing, you know. I just had records. I was just shedding records and listening, using ears, and some teachers and stuff like that, and other people that played, but I didn't have the access that you can on the computer. You sit there on the computer for hours and you know, it's a little different now. And there's a great advantage to that because I think more youth are becoming better faster.
Yeah.
The disadvantage that I've seen is they don't necessarily play a lot with other people. So you can become a monster on your instrument, but like until you know how to play parts for a song, play your part to what that song requires. If you catch my drift, it's, you know, both need to happen in my opinion these days. But yeah, there's tremendous more access now to seeing great artists, and then you see how many artists are out there, and then ones that are like you, and ones you aspire to be like, and you're like, whoa, it's a little intimidating. You know. Did that answer your question?
Yes,
Okay.
yes indeed.
I kind of aspire to be like somebody like you. I want to play in like a band, like either like a big band or have my own band and like tour and stuff. Like, how do you really get into that? Like, a lot of people I see is by chance. Like, they'll get the call, like, okay, we need you out here. We need you to go play with Madonna. She lost her guitar, so basically. Do you think it's usually like that, or like, how do you start to like brand a name basically for yourself to get those calls?
Okay, well, a couple ways. One, if you're a writer, don't ever stop writing. Just write, post a video of this, put the song out here, Spotify this. That's one way. Another way is to develop relationships with musical directors. And that's basically like in my world, the people that get the calls to be subs, or like, you know, like right now with Justin, we have two different keyboard players. One is the MD for Janet, and he comes back and forth, and so we have a sub. We have a couple singers that switch out because one of them sings with Kelly Clarkson too, but basically they all get these calls because of their relationship with one MD. And so I would say start by learning who the MDs around you are here in Cleveland. Church is the great way, you know. If you probably all play in church, a lot of you, that's a great way to know those MDs, because those MDs know other MDs that do pop gigs and this and that. So it's really relationship based, but it all starts with your exposure. You want to be exposed to those MDs, you know. So, and that's why I say put out as much stuff as possible, get your name around, develop your brand, you know, and you can do that all on the internet nowadays. You know?
So I got a question, but you guys probably never seen Spinal Tap. Anyone?
I've heard of like, Spinal Tap.
I mean, it's a movie about a fake band that
Yes.
just goes through a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So I always love asking, do you have a Spinal Tap moment? You know, so basically something that's gone wrong on the road or in the studio.
Gosh, I mean, it wouldn't be human if you didn't have a Spinal Tap moment. I mean, you have to learn from every part of failure, and that's good. You have to, you know, have some Spinal Tap moments in order to recognize those moments and then growth. So yeah, all the time. And even on this level, there's, you know, most of the crowd might not notice some of the things that go wrong, but there's stuff that goes wrong every night, whether you know it or not. It's just, you know, because it's such a mega production. You know, even Jay sometimes will be like, lighting cues on the mic in front of 18,000 people because one dude way up there missed the spotlight cue. You know, and he's that anal about it, which is great, which is why he's the best entertainer in the world and is, you know, super meticulous about how everything, and he's aware of every single aspect of the show, which a lot of